staycation. Gonna sit home and relax today. I got my chips, I got my soda, I got my Lucky Mets cup. Let's go Mets. It's time to sit back and relax at home. Let's see what's on TV.
Now this is a story all
Nope.
about how.
Nope. Yeah. Ooh. All right.
Remember that my English is not very good looking, but I am very glad to say that. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Season 2, episode 2, and we are on our vacation getaway vibes and all of that good stuff. This episode is Staycation. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, you want to get away, but it's not so much you want to get away. You just want to get away from people, you want to get away from stuff, and you just want to like chill at home. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to talk about today, and we'll just jump right in. Rigo, guess we'll pray. And what's up?
I said, I don't know if we want to chill at home anymore.
I think we did like a 3-month staycation. I think
we could, but let's go in.
All right, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to be together once again. Thank you for this beautiful day that you've given us. I pray that you continue to protect all of us out there, between all the protesters, the doctors, people who cover from the virus, and our leaders out there making decisions for us, that you may give them the insight to make the right decisions, and that world peace may be achieved finally. Amen?
Amen.
Awesome.
All right. So we talking about like getting away on the last episode, and obviously that's this whole season, right? But you know that like that whole moment, and don't judge me, but I always go, I bring more stuff than I actually need when I go away. Yeah. You know, because you got about like 12 different outfits for each day, just on how you feeling. You know, you bring like people always say like.
For one day.
I'm exaggerating.
In case you take 12 showers a day.
Okay, it's a poetic element called hyperbole. And when you do that, you exaggerate things on purpose in order to prove a point. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
like your mom's, she'd be like, "Oh my God, you leave everything all over the floor." And there's like one thing in the middle of the floor. It's like,
yo, not for nothing. I thought you were about to bust out your mama joke. I was supposed to be like, not here.
We're keeping that inside.
No.
It's your show. Your mama.
That's what I was like, damn, but that's what we making a mess in the office. Barbara be yelling at her.
Nah, I'm the one to make a message. To be honest with you, I'm the one getting yelled at.
Oh my God.
It's funny because I'm always like experimenting doing stuff like this, and then like Barbara be walking by, she's like, "What are you doing?" Like, don't worry, it's a video project.
Where are the tables? Why are there bowls in the sink? Like, that's Brandon.
Sorry. That's why, you know, people think like people in the church got it all together. No, that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because I need Jesus.
I'm joking.
You need Jesus.
For real.
I need Jesus.
But no. So that being said, right? We got mad baggage, right? And so whether it's a vacation getaway or home, and you got to face that baggage, if we could kind of be honest, like what are some things we need to worry about, get rid of, figure out, sort out, all that.
Want me to go first?
Go for it. I mean, you kind of hinted last episode you need to get rid of Heidi as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
She be bugging.
From the back.
Yo, you got something to say?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Let me know.
What? I'm waiting for you.
My inbox is open. My fist? Nah. Anyway, what was the question? Cause now
Baggage. Dealing with your baggage.
Pues sí. Yo, I'm sorry. I just had some soda. Okay. Baggage. Nah, actually, staycations, right? When I've had staycations, what I do is I get rid of the baggage. Like, I do a little spring cleaning, depending on whatever. But, like, I go through my closets, I throw stuff out, I refresh things, I buy more stuff to replace all the stuff that I just threw out, you know?
Yeah. No, my mom used to be that, and my wife is like that. You make a mess in order to clean it up. I'm like, but no, just put it away. Like, it's probably the bad thing that I have.
My grandma loves washing clothes. She loves finding an excuse to leave the house.
Yeah.
So she purposely, and I told her this to her face, she purposely takes mad showers a day to dirty more clothes so she has stuff to wash as an excuse to leave the house. And
She's trying to get away
it took
from
me,
you.
I want her to leave, but I'm like, yo, when Corona was out there, I was like, yo, don't be outside. Like, you're a little bit older.
It's still
you know,
out there. It's hot.
You know, when it was hot, like, you know, when it was like everyone's gonna die. And like 5 weeks in, I was like, yo, I see through your ploy. I understand why, because, you know, I don't dirty that much clothes. All the clothes is black, and all she wears is black clothes. So I'm like, yo,
Same
I
outfit.
see what you doing, son. You think I don't see you? I see you. You always gotta be doing something. Sit down, watch TV. She's like, oh, I gotta do something. She mops 7 times a day. Washes that.
She's trying to keep busy.
Shout out to Mamita.
Shout out to Mamita.
We didn't do a shout out to Mamita in the first episode.
Didn't,
That's
because
so
you know
sad.
why? He was trash talking his mom. The last one.
That's right. She stuck.
I
in
did
the-
know because I said my grandma and my mom.
In the 70s, that how she was living
Yeah.
her best
Alright,
life.
we did a shout out to
I wasn't trash talking my mom. Mom, you know I love you. And if I'm gonna trash talk you, I trash talk you to your
Ma, I
face.
love you. P.O.P. Hold it down.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. Hold it down.
Oh, anyway.
Baggage.
You wanna go?
Kind of like what Heidi said, like kind of like clean out. Sometimes like that negativity is in your room, or sometimes you just your own personal room is kind of supposed to be that safe place. Like it's your room, like that's kind of your getaway. So I've been under the process of like cleaning it out. I've also bought like plants.
Ooh,
I bought like 5
classy.
plants.
You a gardener now? You do botany?
You
Botany.
class.
Botany.
Botany.
What did he say?
Botany.
Botany tree?
I said what I asked it. I wasn't
This is the man
Botany.
teaching your children science.
You doing the botany?
This is the
That sounds
man
mad
teaching
Dominican.
children
That sounds
science.
Hispanic. Like,
He said I was trying to sound his son.
Okay.
Anyway.
You're trying to be like me, son.
So I bought that. I mean, like I've always liked kind of the plants in general, the earth. Like nature is just very nurturing at the same time. They try to spell out whatever.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too.
I don't know. My mom's like that. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, my
you know,
mom
like
too.
I'm one of those. You know, you hear those stories like old ladies that get mad cats.
Yeah.
Like, no, my mom is
Got
gonna live in
mad
a
plants.
forest at one point in her life.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's every Spanish mom.
If you guys see my windowsill is ridiculously covered with
Yeah, I
plants.
literally tell my mom the jungle. Like I'm like, can you clean your jungle? Because there's like a bay window in my kitchen. You can't see out the window
Yeah.
because of all the plants hanging. And if
We
you
should
go in her
insert
office
pictures
here,
of our
we're just trying to coach you.
windows.
We're just trying to coach you so you don't turn out like that. That's, you know what I'm
so
saying?
you don't turn out with a jungle.
I already want a whole room full of plants.
Oh, all right. Then
You don't have a green
I'll
room.
have
oh,
to go.
that's what's up. Get that
I've
fresh
always
oxygen in your
liked
room.
nature, and like you know, like
Fresh
low
oxygen.
key, this whole process is just like you've been distanced from everything, and
Global
like
CO2.
social. I'm just tired of it, so like I kind of want to reconnect with nature. Like
I don't know. I sound like bugs.
Me neither.
I don't like
I mean,
bugs,
if
but
you
like,
take care of them properly, though,
right.
we have to.
I just want to get one because I feel like it cleans the air. Like there's some that purify the air, and I'm like, you're not gonna go to Target and buy an $80 purifier when you could go to Home Depot and buy a $5 plant.
and it kind of keeps you busy.
I buy
It's
the
also, like-
purifier. You know what I mean? I don't care.
I don't have no patience for plants.
I'm good.
And it's funny because my mom, before we moved, we used to, like, she's killed plastic plants. Like, she's put them on a heater and forgot about them and they melted.
Why
Like,
would she put
Wow.
them on a heat?
because you know when you're, like, moving stuff around? So, like,
Tell Barbara to
she
watch
took the, don't watch this, Mom.
These are my
So
friends.
she would
Gonna get a bum
move.
whipping.
She would move, no, but she knows this. We used to make fun of her all the time because she would move things. My mom, she doesn't know how to stay still, so she would clean things. So she would move it from like here and put it here to wipe this down. Forget that it's here, and like a week later they're melted all over the heater because that's where she.
You cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world!
Took a week for someone to realize that she moved it. Like,
Bro, really? You're gonna keep on? Like, it was just like, it melted. That's it. It melted. And, it was like,
Collectively tired. The baggage of GPS.
Wow.
And that's the real tea.
That's that on period. I'll be kidding.
I make things interesting.
Interesting? Maybe?
Brandon?
Collective silence.
Me? I don't know. It's weird. I think it's. So what made me, I think, recently start thinking about this is all the protests and all the things, right? And I find it like everybody quickly condemns. As horrible as it is, we know how horrible it is. When they get violent and get out of hand and all that type of stuff, you know. But when I think back to like being like, again, before I knew Jesus, where I'm at, I probably would have been doing the same thing those kids doing. You know what I'm saying? And so like I think one of the things that like not only in the midst of this, but in the recent, like there's still hints of like, okay, I was telling this to a priest friend of mine. This is just being real about all this stuff. Like I remember being like 15, 16 and just being so mad. Like I'll see somebody walking down the street and be like, I have no problems with this person, but I should just hit you right now. Like that's the way like my mind used to work at that time. And so when I think of these dudes that are doing this out there, I'm like, yo, like I feel the sympathy. Now obviously I'm past that point in my life and whatever the case is, and I found other ways to channel and like Jesus has healed other areas of that. But I think there's still things where like I get agitated quickly, especially dealing with technology, especially like I have this like workaholic mentality, and I think it's how I channel a lot of things. Like I don't know how to chill. Like you were saying, your mom's like be moving all around. Like that's me. Like I don't know how to just sit and watch TV. Like I can't. If I watch one episode of something every 2-3 days, that's a lot.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think, I don't know, staycation, when I think of that, for me, a lot of it is like it's always been art for me, right? So like there was this time a couple weeks back and my mom took the baby for the day. My wife, she has something to do for work, like whatever the case is, and there was a day I got to be home and chill, and it was just like all I did was record and mix and do stuff, and like that was, I'm still doing something, but that is my like
It's
therapy.
therapeutic. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, I mean that's,
I feel like I'm like that with art too. Like, and for me, it's also hard to create when I'm frustrated. Like, I need to be in a good state of mind to create. If I'm frustrated, then I'll write it out. But if I'm in a good mood, then I'll draw and paint. So it's hard for me to like be able to create. Because when I think of my paintings and things like that, I think of like it has to be beautiful, you know, not like dark and depressed. My writing, forget about it. It's dark in there. In your bag, maleta music.
Maleta music. Yeah.
I don't know, for me, I feel like my biggest baggage is not having enough patience. Not having enough patience for what we're going through, not having enough patience. Like even my poor baby, Soraya, she gets a lot of the short end of the stick when it comes to me losing my patience. Because we've had some really frustrating days, even, like I said, with things at work. I love what I do, but some people make it very frustrating. Then I get home, and then like I have to help her with her homework and stuff, and she don't want to do it, and my patience has already worn out because of what happened earlier on in the day. So yeah, that is my biggest baggage. And then I also find that on a staycation, when I am feeling, I start probably like every other person. Well, not every other person, but a lot of people I know, we start to clean, you know. So even if it's not like cleaning my clothes, it's just like, you know what, like I need to get rid of all the negative energy. So you like start sweeping and mopping and wiping windows or whatever. And once you see you like the candle, and then you like the candle, and your room just smells like so much better or whatever.
So it smells like fabuloso and whatever scent you pick down.
So, and then like
I like coming home to that smell.
Once,
I don't like the process. So I'm a dude. I'm
gonna be like, I like when I walk in and it smells like that.
Yeah, me too.
But like
we're gonna have a conversation about sexism soon.
I literally last week or the week before, I literally went and took like I knocked down Soraya's bed, and I was like, I'm gonna remove I like took it all apart, moved it all around, and then I didn't like the way it looked because my room is in a weird shape. ended up rebuilding it right back and putting it right back where it was. But just the process of like cleaning and moving everything around, like.
Is that a female thing? Sorry, because my mom does that. My wife does that. Like I said, is that?
No, it's like
Try it.
I don't know.
No, I'm good. It can stay right there.
Feng shui.
It's called feng shui or something like that. Like it's like the flow of the energy
Well,
in
yeah.
the room. Like I don't,
If you really want to talk about feng shui,
but
it's
I be
different.
feeling that like my family be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I have to open up windows. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like
move
if
things
I
around.
don't feel like things are like the air is moving, I feel suffocated.
I can't be in a still room.
Like, I don't know.
I guess growing up, my mom was the type, like, I would go to school and I would come back and, like, the whole sala was rearranged.
Yeah, my
like,
mom, my grandmother,
she was,
my
like,
wife,
she was-
they all the same way.
She was, I don't want to say bored because my mom is never bored because she's always doing stuff. But, like, she'd be like, I don't like that couch there no more.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, how can I and she would rearrange it and sola. Like, she would rearrange it by herself and I would come home and be like, what just happened? And now I find myself and I'm like, all right, this has been like this too long. Like it has to change. It has
Have
to
you
change.
ever like painted your room by yourself?
Yes.
And you're like, yeah, I did that.
I've done that.
Brandon, you like me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, facts. Like I'm good. Put it right there.
I'm always like,
leave it there.
I'm always like, what's wrong with it right there? Like, just leave it there. It's not hurting you. It's good.
Yeah, facts. Like word. I mean, I will say this though. Like so you were saying the plant thing,
I feel
right?
like I belong on that side.
So people, wow. No, the plant thing. Like so, we have like the balcony for our apartment, right? And a couple weeks back, like we just like cleared everything out, and I'm like, everybody been stuck in the house, and like I need a space outside. And so my wife ordered like just a little like circle table, some chairs for it. And like I just woke up one morning and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Like I got the Home Depot first person there in the morning. And I bought like the little fake grass turf for the bottom, cut it, put it down, add the little fence thing, put like little Christmas lights and stuff around, put the things up, and I'm like, okay, now this is a cool chill spot outside, my little balcony. It was cool. I like it, and it's cool. I've been out there almost every day, but that's different. I don't know. Like that's a whole different space. Like that space was never utilized or used before. Like me changing it from that to something else.
That's how we see it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I see it. Like I will rearrange my whole room because I don't like the way the light hits me when I'm sitting in my bed. I'm so serious about this.
Why?
Yeah, I know I got astigmatism. So if I'm looking at my phone and the light is hitting this eye, it's not working.
So my thing is, right, you rearrange it, right? Why? And you got it perfect now. Why would you rearrange it again if it was perfect?
Because then I put my bed by the window, and then the air from outside or the sunlight. Lighting has a lot to
It's
do
not
with
only
it.
that, but like sometimes it just feels like the energy is still, and sometimes
Yeah,
you
you
just
gotta
want
move
to
it
change
around.
it around. And,
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I just be on the move all the dang time. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm moving all everywhere. So my energy's still flowing. When I come back to the space where I'm gonna come to my space, like I want that. Maybe that's it. I want that familiarity of it. You know what I'm saying? That's because I'm always on the move in other ways. I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize it.
I think I'm the total opposite. I think for me, since I'm lazy and I don't want to move
We're
it.
peaceful
So.
people here.
I feel that too.
It's good there. Why gotta move it?
I'll tell you, I'm still on this side.
I think
Don't
for
turn
me,
back.
like my
I don't know about all this energy here.
Hey, what you
Aura
saying?
is disturbing.
Wow.
Anyways,
We're still on the
Alright.
show.
yeah, we're still back. Let's bring it back. So staycations are people that you are
I'm not gonna go.
most like.
He's there talking.
Oh,
And then
I
y'all
was
kept
gonna
talking.
I was like, alright, so anyway, I guess, and I'm saying I guess, and then he was like, right, and then you started
Right,
talking.
Brandon, don't edit that out. Go ahead.
It's fine. Let it go. Let it rock. I'm with you, bro. I'm rocking with you. You good?
I guess for me, baggage in my life, not just how messed up as some people. If you want me to be honest right now, so certain people, like,
Yo, he talking about us.
Okay, that's it. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I'm not trying to throw shade, but there's light over here, there's darkness over there.
Yo!
You gotta hit the light.
Nah, they say,
I take all
Yeah, I'll
the
figure it
darkness. Let's go. I got
for your
astigmatism.
music.
Okay.
Can't look at light anyway.
Nah, certain people, like, it's just certain people, like, where I'm trying to relax, I just don't want to be around. Like, there's certain people that, like, if I want a certain feeling or a certain, like, emotion, I go around those people. Like, if I'm trying to be, like, trying to chillax or whatever, I usually either keep to myself, or, like, I have certain friends that, like, really calm, I'll talk to them. If I'm trying to be, like, loud and reckless, oh, let's go, you know, I'll talk to other friends, etc., etc. So, you know, just And if I want to feel a certain mood, those other people, like, it doesn't, like, the feng shui doesn't go right. I'm like, yeah, yo, it's not vibing right now. Like, I can't. I see what you. Let's move to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to stay home today. Like, so, I guess people. There's certain people that just make me feel bad all the time. So I'm like, yeah, you. If I deal with you because I have to, so certain people, I'm like, yeah, you stay.
No, I feel that.
There's certain people that just change your energy. Like, you can be in a really good mood. Yeah, you can be in a really good mood and someone walks in and you're like,
can I just say that's me with my bird, Cookie?
Cookie.
Because she don't stop yelling. So, like, the minute she comes out, she's just yelling. And I know that I'm going to hear this until she gets put back inside her closet.
Her closet?
You
should probably edit that out.
She's in that bird.
You mean cage?
That sounds like animal brutality.
Yeah, for real.
Cage.
No, that's her room. That's where she sleeps.
In the closet.
Yeah.
His face was so concerned.
Yo,
I don't know.
That's where she's
That's why I don't mess with animals.
ASPCA.
Bro, I don't either. That's my brother's bird. Why should I have to take responsibility?
No
of
bird, no
hearing
dog,
her?
no cat, no fish. I'm good. Even though I like the feeling and look of fish and like aquariums and stuff, but I don't want to deal with
No,
that.
fish in those aquariums are actually mad work to get everything set up. Just
I
set
know.
up
Expensive, too.
I know,
The good
but that
fish are
like
really
if it
fun.
but it just
Fish are quiet.
to me that's like peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about no other animal. I'm good.
You know what's peaceful? A turtle. Shout out to Franklin.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Hey,
First
it's
time
Frank.
season 2.
Everyone went, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me go. I appreciate it.
So staycations are normally at home, which is where we're stuck now, with the people that you
Things
are
are
at
opening up.
home. So we're not gonna talk about the people that you've been in quarantine with, because those are normally the people you would be on a staycation with. But let's talk about the people that you've missed or that you would like to go on a staycation with because you haven't been able to see them during the last couple of months. Who wants to start?
I always go first. Somebody else go first.
All right, I'll start it then. So for me, it's definitely, I haven't seen my grandparents from the Poconos, and my godchildren. My godson, I was with him maybe like every week, if not every other week, pretty much religiously. And seeing how much he has, the last time I saw him was in February for his 2nd birthday, and I haven't seen him since. And seeing how much he's grown and like videos and pictures that his mom has sent me, really missing out on that time. And then my other comadre with my goddaughter moved to Texas, so I haven't seen her obviously either. So being away from my godchildren, because I've gotten so used to being around them, has really sucked. So I would like to once things actually get back to normal and we know that we're good, then definitely see them and spend some time with them.
Yeah, I mean I've been saying I want to take a trip to Florida. I've been thinking about taking the risk and just taking a chance right now for the
How about
summer.
you drive?
So I've thought about that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Drive.
But yeah, we've thought about doing the drive, but like my grandparents, my uncles, like that whole, I don't know, I think it's because, so as a kid, my grandparents moving down to Florida and going every summer, it literally is like, it's kind of like, it seems kind of exaggerated in many ways, but like, it's the image of like heaven for me, like, right? Like my grandma's cooking, like I think the whole like tropical feel, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't live there because it's too hot and I'm good. I couldn't like, and I like the energy of the city, like that's me. But like when it's time to like, you know what I'm saying, get back, my grandmother's like one of those like real like caring, affectionate, even though she can be rough at the same time. I think she has like that split side kind of thing. But like everyone's, there's a story that they say like when I was a little kid, my grandma asked me what I want to eat, and I was like, Grandma, I want fried chicken for breakfast. And she was frying me some chicken for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And so like,
Forever.
so yeah, and then my grandfather's like man, like just positive role model. I mean, I think like some people always like they look up to somebody, whether it's in their family or whatever. Like my grandfather has worked every job I could possibly think of, from being in the Army, Marines, owning a gas station, shining shoes, was a detective at one point, worked in a marketing agency at another point, like has done everything, cab driver, everything you can possibly. He drove the trains here, like, you know what I'm saying, the MTA. Like, I think it's funny. I think like now that I get older, I'm like, yo, that's me. Like, I just jump in and do it. But just like kind of the wisdom and the stories and the like, you know, like so like just being around my grandparents and like all of that, and my cousins and like them down there, yeah, that would be cool for me. Even if it was just like a week, 2 weeks, give me a good reset, you know.
I got 2. Can I pick 2?
Yeah.
Definitely DR, number 1, because I go almost every year. But I haven't been since 2018, so it like really bothers me. And when I go, I stay with the same tia. So I haven't done that in a minute, and I miss it. And my grandpa, he's so cute. But like his Alzheimer's really bad. So I just want to see him as much as I can. He doesn't remember me, but like, you know, like the love is still there, and that's what like matters. Because even if I like FaceTime him and stuff, he's just like, oh hi, whatever. But like when we're together, it's different. Yeah, and I miss my cousins. They're all girls. I feel like when I'm over here, I'm surrounded by a lot of boys, family, and it's just the energy. I don't know what it is about y'all. So my tia has 3 girls, so I stay with them.
It's all about the energy, huh?
It is, yeah, energy. I don't know. And then definitely, I miss my niece and nephew. Like Vanessa said, they're growing so fast. The last time I saw them was in February. One is 2, the other is 3. And I feel like they're so grown. And Alana, the girl, broke my heart because we FaceTimed her for my godson's birthday, for her Robinson's birthday. And she was supposed to be sleeping, but she wasn't. And the minute she saw me and like everybody else that I was with, she was like, Mommy, my family. And I was like, yeah, we're here. And she's like, it's a birthday party? And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's Robinson's birthday. And she's like, Mommy, let's go outside. And she's like looking for her shoes. And her mom is like, no, we can't go over there, Mommy. And she was just like, okay. And then she just, you know, started doing little girl things, but like showing us her purse and stuff like that. But it was just like, it's it's crazy when even the little ones are feeling it. Because that's how you know it's real, you know?
Yeah.
Those my people.
For me, it would be my brother and his wife, and like my aunt and my cousins. I don't know. It's just been like a very long time. Like they came to visit my brother and his wife like 3 weeks ago, maybe, to drop off like supplies for us and stuff, and like make sure we're good. And like, you know, it's just weird because we usually like he'll come like a weekend and we'll spend it playing board games or like talking and stuff like that. And like we haven't done that in such a long time because of everything that's going on, and like he lives in a different state, so it's like weird because you're so used to and accustomed to the, you know, seeing the people that you love all the time. And like I haven't seen my aunt and my cousins in a long time as well. And then like, you know, we're always talking and we're like, oh, you know, when this is all over, we're gonna link up and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Like
I'm invited to that one. Yeah, they already hit me up.
So it's just like, you know, like it's weird, and it's just like it's not the same being online and seeing somebody and when you're sitting down and being with somebody. Like even like when we did the whole Zoom and the podcast, it was so weird. Like the energy wasn't like fully there. Like
it's all about. That's what we need to tell. I think that needs to be the name of this episode, man.
The
vibes. Staycation / the vibes. Staycation vibes.
Like, you know, like it's weird, and it's like I missed you guys because like it's not the same. Like, you know, like behind the scenes, but the cameras aren't rolling. Like it's not the same either. So there's all of that. I miss my friends. It's just like me and my dog miss the streets.
I want to do bad things. Drive into a car.
Well, did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
My dog really was go to the window.
Can I tweet that?
Yeah,
man.
that's tweetable.
She belongs.
Me and my dog, Mr. Street.
Literally, both. I'm literally my dog, like canine.
Benji.
Like he'll
And
go
the-
by the window and he'll just sniff the air and be like, and he'll cry and I'm like, I know. Like,
I'm sorry.
it's like,
Yeah.
you know, people be spitting on the floor and like,
He's mad that the dog used this fire hydrant. Like,
Oh, poor Benji.
one day. Who do I miss? I definitely have my 3 closest guy friends that I miss. Like we used to, but one of them I used to work with is in Hector. He recently had someone passed away. His family to coronavirus, so now he's living alone. Because the person that passed away was the only person that lived with him. He's trying to get stuff together and everything that's happening. He's had like a real. He always says that he was dealt like a bad hand, and I like firmly believe it. We haven't really been able to talk that much because of everything. Recently though, we've been able to get in contact, and we used to go out like maybe like once a month and just like literally 5-6 hours just be with each other talking about life and whatever. You know, so I definitely miss him, and definitely my 2 other friends, Kevin and Keyshawn, that we used to get together maybe twice a month and just fool around, like straight up like joke with each other for hours. And we haven't been able to do that. Not only that, but like all our work schedules kind of don't line up. So when I'm free, they're busy. When they're like kind of free, I'm trying to go to sleep because I have to be up early the next day to do Zoom stuff. So yeah, kind of, you know, those are my guys, and it's time for me to kind of not think about the world and everything like that. But because the world is the way it is, I can't be with them to not think about the world. So it's kind of a vicious circle, bad energy all around. You know?
I find it interesting how we always like, you know, you catch people all the time like I want to get away from people, right? Or people get on my nerves, or I don't know. I mean, like, you know, you catch the online. I don't need anybody, right? I don't need y'all, whatever. But we do. Let's be honest. Like, we just need people. Like, people need people. We were made that way, you know. Like, it's part of our design to be that. Whether it's the family members that are close or distant, or you know what I'm saying. Like, we need people. It's,
So, to end my segment, the last person and the most important person that I miss is obviously my brother. But I think that transition has gotten easier now because he is done with food camp. He's done with the second school of training that he was in. So now he actually has his phone. So like this past week, I was able to FaceTime him a couple of times, and although it's not the same as being able to see him in person, it's better than not being able to speak to him or see him at all. So as much as I miss him and as much as I wish we would be able to be together, I'm satisfied. I think he's the only person that I'm satisfied with the FaceTime call from, because I went from like being able to write letters and get letters from him to like not being able to write to him or speak to him at all for over a month. And then just to FaceTime him and see the change in him himself, like his attitude, his posture, his language, all that other stuff has been very significant. So yeah, I just can't wait to be able to see him again.
yeah, no, I feel that.
So
You want my brother?
nope. Thank you. I
He
got
comes
3.
with presents.
I got 3.
Comes with a
Oh,
car.
Comes with presents.
He comes with a couple cars.
no, I'm okay. Thanks.
I tried.
Yeah. So all right. So it's funny, like this whole thing of getting away, and the reason why I was doing this, have you heard me say this to the teens before? But I usually say this a lot, where I'm like, same thing, right? We try to get away from people. We try to get away from things. What happens when you do something wrong, right? You break a law, you go to jail. What happens when you do bad in jail? You go to solitary confinement, which is worse. It's worse than being in a dangerous situation, being by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, if there's anything that this time has kind of exposed to us, is our need for our humanity and like that human connection with different people. And so, yeah, on this staycation, as we deal with like the baggage of how we going through the things that we just dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And we have dealt with throughout our lives, just knowing how we can connect with other people and continue to connect with other people, you know what I'm man. Now things are starting to open up. Let's hope that like stuff don't spread, you know, and we can actually move on.
Still be careful,
You know?
guys.
Yeah, facts. Still
hygiene.
facts.
Keep it up.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you stop washing your hands. Like, should have been doing beforehand.
Yeah.
But-
Like let's keep that trend going.
Yes, please. Yes. So yeah. Who else way did you pray? I don't remember who prayed. Vanessa prayed.
I opened, so let her.
It's him.
No, I
She did the last one, I think.
He go.
It's on you.
He go.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, I would like to thank you for allowing us to be here all together. And I'd like to pray for all the pain that people are feeling, all the sadness that people are feeling. May you heal it. May the world be a better place for tomorrow, for our future. And may we just realize that we're all united and that we are all one. And we may not divide up each other rather than unifying. And with that, I'd like to pray, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Boom. So that was episode 2, season 2. And yeah, it's God, people, self. Yeah. Don't forget, love God, love your neighbors, love yourself. God, people, self. Feel me? Peace.
Bye.